Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. Now this video is a sequel to a video where I talked about running, and in the video, in the thumbnail, I say I will run 26 kilometers tomorrow, and today is that tomorrow. I am not posting this video on the day I film this because I just can't really. I don't have the time today, since the run will take something like 3 hours, I think. I just came back from a store, grocery store, and now I'm about to go run. I will put on my running socks and then the shoes, obviously, and then I will pack with me some energy gels and a bunch of liquids. I will have a backpack, and in the backpack I will have at least 1.5 liters of liquids. Not just water, but water mixed with some hydration stuff. I have the sort of tablets that you put in the water and it adds all the hydrating stuff in it. Sounds professional, doesn't it? I wanted to make this pre-recording before I go, just to sort of record the whole process. So I feel a little bit nervous, to be honest, which is fascinating. I've never felt really nervous about going for a run, except the marathon, which was an actual event and a race. But now I'm just gonna go run a 26 kilometer run, which I ran last year at least 3 or 4 times or something. Last summer, training for the marathon, I ran this 26 kilometer run a bunch of times. But because I haven't been running for a long time now, I mean running long distances for a long time, I've been running every week, but not only 10 kilometers tops. Because of that, I feel a little bit nervous about how this is gonna go, especially because I used to run a half marathon once a year, and it was always this big deal and this big build up. I was always building up to that moment. And now last year, because I was training so much for the marathon, I sort of made this 26 kilometer route something ordinary for myself. It became just a part of training rather than the goal, even though before that half marathons were my goal, which is 21 kilometers. So now it's like, because I remember how hard it actually is to run the 26. So I sort of know that at 16 to 18 kilometers, I always got really fucked up every time, because I wasn't utilizing the energy gel and the drinks optimally. Now I know better, and so I will be having one energy gel every 40 minutes, and it should be making it more smooth, like it did the marathon. The full marathon was really smooth and easy because I was using those energy gels well. So anyway, I don't want to stretch this intro too much. I'm gonna go put on my clothes, and I will film maybe at the point where I take the first energy gel. So when I've been running 40 minutes, I will make a video while I run about how I'm feeling. Anyway, I'm gonna go now, and I will see you in a second in the clip during the run. Enjoy.
All right, so 40 minutes and a little bit over, done. No idea about the kilometers, I don't want to know, because I've ran this route before, so I know how it felt last time at specific parts. So I want to think about it like, okay, now I'm running this forest road, and I know how this feels usually, and I know that when I'm at the end of this road, there's the next road and then the last road. So it's kind of like these segments. There's like 4, or maybe I would put it divided into 4 segments. And so I want to think of this as those segments, not in kilometers. I have a rough estimate of how many kilometers each of these segments is, but I don't really care. So I will make a more detailed analysis of the whole run when I'm done with the run. The beginning today was a bit rocky mentally, as always. I was fighting many excuses and demons in my head, but I remember that what you have to do when you run these long distances, you have to look at your thoughts. You have to leave your head, leave your body, and look at those thoughts as they float past you, and you pick the thought up and you look at it and you analyze it, and then you realize it's a bunch of horse shit. It's a bunch of bullshit, excuses, and you can just ignore it and keep going. So I'll go through that a bit more in the post-run sort of retrospective analysis video. But I gotta say, I'm feeling pretty good. I think I'm 50 minutes in now, to be honest. And I'm timing my drinking. I drink water, enhanced water or normal water, every 20 minutes. And I take the energy gel every 40 minutes. Now the wind is probably pretty loud, so I'm gonna stop and I'll see you in about half an hour. All right. So this is the second last segment of the run. I think I'm pretty much halfway through now. Maybe not exactly halfway, a little bit less than half, but still almost half. And this part, the second last, this has been always the part where I break down, where I get exhausted. And by some miracle I have survived. Last year when I ran this route, I ran 16 kilometers or so without any energy gels. So that would be like 1.5 hours or something. And now I'm having the energy gel every 40 minutes. So it will be fascinating to see if I'm gonna do a lot better or not. So keep you posted. It's about time I get more energy, and the next clip is the one where I would usually be completely devastated, and then the last segment has always been complete torture. Let's see if today is going to be different. This part I would say is my favorite, especially after rain, which today it is not, but I ran one time this part after rain and it was just phenomenal. Fuck. So, as expected, my energy is better than last year because I've been taking the energy gels now every 40 minutes. But because I've only been running 10 kilometers, first once a week and then twice a week, but I haven't run it in like 2 days in a row or anything like that. So my fucking body is falling apart. Like my inner thigh, like right close to the sockets for the legs. I don't know how to else explain it because my vocabulary is a bit limited, but it fucking hurts, man. Let me just skip this dog and then continue. My body's falling apart and feels like I'm getting slower and slower in my legs. But, you know, the pain is not like unhealthy pain because of some irreversible damage that's being caused to my body. It's just that my body is not used to this. Because that's why last year, before the marathon, I ran 10 kilometers on 4 days in a row, so that it was 40 kilometers for my body, but it always had like 1 night of rest between, so my body got used to it and got to recover. But now my body has only been used to 10 kilometers at once, so I'm still not looking at the kilometers, but I'm almost at the last segment, which would be 9 kilometers left. So still depressingly long to go. So I think this break where I haven't been taking breaks, I've been running and taking the energy and drink and everything, but I think I'm gonna stop now for a couple of minutes to have a proper drink and then I continue. Fuck. It sucks because my energy is way better than last year. It's just my body can't keep up. So I had a break. I actually stopped, I think, for like 3 minutes. 3 to 5 minutes, something like that. I feel way better, but I'm full of liquids now. I drank a little bit too much, I think. So I was fucking thirsty and I wanted my protein drink as well as the energy gel, as well as some sports drinks. So I'm a bit too bloated now, but and my legs feel like shit, obviously. Like my legs, because I stopped, feel really stiff now. So to get these bad boys moving is not gonna be easy. I was listening to some music earlier, but I'm gonna take these off now and focus on the running 100%. So fuck music. And now I focus on my breath and on my mind and on my body, and I'll fucking make it to the end. Fuck it. I gave up. I gave up at 21 kilometers. The funny thing is I gave up at exactly 21 kilometers, so my app did not register it as half marathon, because half marathon is 21.1. So now I don't have it registered as half marathon in my app, but you know, whatever. I'm gonna run the distance again this year anyway. It's a humbling experience, to be honest, because I was so cocky, you know, in yesterday's video. I was so cocky this whole time that, you know, even though I just run 10 kilometers a couple of times, I can still run 26. And I couldn't. And it's not that I couldn't have physically, but mentally I couldn't. And I think that's the thing, that's the part that really, you know, that most bothers me in these things. That's why running is so good for building mental toughness and checking your mental toughness, because if I had a lion chasing me, or a gun man, some crazy guy trying to kill me, I would have finished that 26 kilometers, because I could have physically. Yeah, sure, my legs hurt like fucking hell right now. Like, my calves are burning. My actual feet feel sore. My hamstrings feel tight. And the ligaments between my calf and hamstring feel like there's some weird pain. And you know, last year actually it happened to me one time when I ran the 26. I couldn't finish it. I ran like 22 or 23 or something like that, and then I had to give up because my hamstring cramped. And I remember that run was really difficult and painful, even though that run was not my first 26 that year. So even though I had run it before last year, I failed one time. That was pretty close to the marathon. I remember I was panicking after that, like what the fuck. That was probably my last it was my last 26 kilometer run, and I couldn't finish it. Then I only ran 10 kilometer runs, but many on multiple days in a row, you know. And then I was able to do well in the marathon because I didn't go to the gym for like a week or 1.5 weeks and everything. So I guess that's what I'm gonna do in this case as well. It's like I gotta try to recover from this one now. And I gotta do the 10-kilometer runs, 2 in a row, then 3 in a row, and then take a little break from the gym for 1 week or something, and then run these 26 kilometers. But like I was saying about the mental toughness thing, that's just the way it is, you know. Physically, my body could have ran 5 kilometers more. It could have, but I stopped myself because of the pain, and because my head, like, I was starting to feed myself negative thoughts constantly. I was feeling sort of like depressed in a sense, just like getting these negative thoughts about, like, why the fuck would you finish this 26-kilometer run, because no one fucking cares and it doesn't really matter. Just finish at 21, so it's a half marathon, and train more and prepare better. All these thoughts in my head. And you know, that's the problem exactly. Because I kind of don't care. You know, David Goggins wouldn't have given up. But then I'm like, yeah, but why do I care about what David Goggins would do? Because I'm not fucking David Goggins. Fuck, I'm thirsty. I'm running out of liquids and I have to walk back home 5 kilometers. Fuck, man, this sucks. But yeah, one of the issues I have is that this year my life is so good compared to last year that I didn't feel the need to torture myself. Last year I felt like if I didn't do these feats of strength, then I have nothing. I am nothing. I'm just fucking porn addict loser if I don't do this shit. Now I don't have any of that. Now I'm like, I'm happy with my life. I'm happy with my life, so why would I torture myself into doing that 5 kilometer extra? Although I gotta say though, now that I'm walking, my feet hurt even more. So actually walking this last 5 kilometers is the torture. If I kept on running, I would be home twice as fast. Now I have to it's gonna take like 45 minutes for me to get home. And I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, I wanna shower, I wanna sleep. And I have an early meeting tomorrow at work. Oh my God. Fuck. So now I'm taking a break on this pile of wood by the road. You know, it's not too shabby, it's just that my feet hurt so fucking bad. My legs hurt. I'm exhausted, I want to sleep, I want to shower. And I have to walk like 4 more kilometers at least. Oh my God. Oh well, at least the weather is amazing, so. But yeah, I never get too cocky, you know? I guess I learned about myself today. Thanks for watching this journey and joining, and I'll make more running videos this summer as I prepare for the marathon. So I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please remember to do so. See you later.